All right, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory is to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakah, Kodash. Also want to give double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the sincere brethren out there that's continually pushing out this word, feeding the flock in all true faith and sincerity, and in doing so, exalting the names of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, I say Shalom. So yeah, in this lesson, I pretty much wanted to lamb back, or should I say add to a statement that the elder Yashawamba made concerning of late you've been having these different bug outs and weirdos, surfacing up on the comment boards, leaving these far out comments, and me and the time I've been in this truth, I've come to find out that a lot of these different bug outs and weirdos, and even those who become bug outs, they these super duper deep guys. All right? And if you go to the Elder Yashawamba video, I forget what the title was, but it was pretty much giving the brethren a heads up about this guy, Yahweh Shai, beloved and elect, something along those lines. Which, the video is not to give him no shine, it's just to use him as a measuring stick, of how this truth actually can bug you out, all right? And is mentioned in the scriptures. And you got guys that was once a part of Great Millstone, like this guy up in Chicago, ITR. Different guys, man. Make these scientific videos, and they attempt to go super duper deep, all right? But they gloss over the necessities of being in this truth, all right? What it's really about. Now, let me get a quick precept. This is Proverbs 4:7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Yes, so it's one thing to know all these precepts. You might dive into different breakdowns, But if you don't get understanding, then what's that's going to profit you, man? All right? Which understanding is the simplicity of Yahweh Shai, meaning understanding how to be brotherly. If you get reproved, you get rebuked, you understand how to respond to that, not to usurp the authority that the Lord set up. Like these different guys, all right, the Good Samaritans and whoever you can think of, man, they got wisdom of the scriptures, all right? They might can call for different precepts, and you see them in their videos, they go into these deep lessons, man, all right? Hour-long lessons that'll give you a damn headache. You walk away dizzy, man. Yet, they glossed over understanding, man, all right? Now, back to this guy who the elder Yashawamba highlighted, who goes by the name of not GMS, but, actually he had GMS in front of his name before. He caught a lot of heat. He took that off. He was going by Yahweh Shai, beloved and elect, or something like that. Now the guy have created a whole different page using the Apostle Gabar avatar and his name, man. All right? Now what that tell you? This guy lacks understanding. Again, you go to his page, he got these deep videos going into Daniel the 11th chapter. He come up on your comment board, leaving precepts, He even was on a little campaign trying to prove that the Samaritan woman was an Israelite and this and that, all right? He go as far as even telling you who you were in the past life. Yet, with all that wisdom, he turned around and used another man's avatar and another man's name and navigate throughout the different comment boards, man. So what understanding is that? And again, you got a lot of guys out there who got all this wisdom of the scriptures, all right? They know where this precept at. They attempt to go into this breakdown. They attempt to correct the apostles. Oh, you went off on this. Let me show you how it's done. They got all this wisdom, yet they lack the glue, all right, which is understanding, man. Understanding is the bridge that makes you equipped in this thing, man. Because with understanding, you know different subtle things, such as picking your battles. When you got understanding, you know when to say, hey, man, this guy's not even worth me teaching, man. All right? Understanding is the bridge, again, or the glue that brings everything together. All right? So from there, I want to go to Matthew 23rd chapter. In the 24th verse, it says, ye blind guides would strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. Right, so you got guys making scientifically deep videos, you know, or diving into deep things. They can digest a camel, all right? They'll attempt to swallow a damn camel, but they strain at something as small as a net. The little things about being in this truth, man. Understanding order. Understand what the spirit, when the spirit is speaking to you, man. All right, you got a guy that can go into a deep breakdown, but when the spirit is speaking to them, then they don't hear it. All right? So what benefit is it for you to notice these deep things or have all this wisdom and you gloss over understanding? I mean, you know, you got a camp head. He might tell you something. He might not even bring a strict matter-of-fact order down. It might not even be a command, you know, but he might subtly tell you something. And if you don't have understanding, you ain't going to understand that the spirit is speaking. I know that has happened to me, man. All right, you know, when I met the Apostle Ramla, well, the second time I met him, we was talking, and he subtly told me that I should do a video about a certain thing we was talking about. He didn't say, yo, jump on it, do it, you know? He just said it in a subtle way. And I remembered, you know, the Lord put the spirit on me to remember that, you know, that incident what happened up in Washington, where the Apostle Kabar told a certain brother to do a video or a testimony. He didn't do it, and he ended up getting put to death. Why? Because he didn't understand that the spirit was speaking to him. And I also had a brother, the head brother over in Atlanta, the brother Atazawam. We were speaking not too long ago, and I brought up a certain analogy about something. He said, yo, Ak, you should do a video on that. And you know, I immediately did a lesson on it. So those are the subtle things that comes up with understanding, man. Not just wisdom, all right? It's bigger than just having the wisdom. Because again, let's say if you're watching football, you can have a woman, she could watch football with you, you know, every time somebody score a touchdown, she jump up and down. So she have knowledge of the game. She have wisdom that, hey, it's football when the guy crossed the line. But if you ask her to, do she understand the game? All right, what it means to be penalized for 15 yards, you know, the different nuances of the game. She's not gonna know that. So that's the thing with you guys, man. You gather all this wisdom, but you gloss over the most important thing, and that's understanding, all right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 24. He that have small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that have much wisdom, right? So even if you have just a little understanding, man, see, that trumps great wisdom. If you could receive that, man. Just a little understanding trumps great wisdom, man. Because again, when you understand something, you could be wise about something, but you don't necessarily understand it. All right? It's plenty of these so-called pastors and these born-againers, they quote scriptures like a motherfucker, man. But if you ask them to break it down, do they understand what they're quoting? They ain't gonna know it. So when you come into this truth, and you can have all these breakdowns or whatever, but if you don't understand what this thing is about, then that's not gonna benefit you, man. You're gonna be destroyed right along with everybody else. Again, he that have small understanding and fear of the Most High is better than one that have much wisdom and transgressive the law of the Most High. Which means if you transgressive, that means you don't have understanding anyway, all right? So, you know, that's pretty much it, man. Just wanted to bring that out because, again, a lot of these guys that go astray is these super duper deep guys who have all this wisdom, man. Yet they lack and they gloss over the most important thing, and that's understanding. So with that, shalom.